All right.
Anyway,
Fly Me to the Moon. So Fly Me to the Moon stars Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson. From what I gather, it seems like it's about basically that whole conspiracy theory about the moon landing. Um, and yeah, it seems like Scarlett Johansson is a marketer that comes to it. She's basically marketing NASA. And Channing Tatum seems to be, I think, a pilot. So I don't know how they interact. Like I don't know. I don't understand
Yeah,
how.
when Hulk snapped and tried to bring her back, she fell back in time and, and became a mark. Anyway, yeah, this one for me, it's one of the clearer trailers. It's
mm,
not a bad trailer, I think.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum seem to have good chemistry on
mm.
screen. Like they seem to be
Mhm.
bouncing off each other pretty well and everything. They already like set up what the conflict was going to be within the trailer. I think they did that pretty well. But like again, for me, I'm like, I really don't care about the moon landing. Like, so
This should have been. This should have come out maybe in like 2007, 8, when we're all into
when,
like Illuminati and conspiracy theories. Like
yeah,
it's
maybe.
2024. Who cares about this?
Dog, I'm actually excited about it. It's got a very Hidden Figures reversal. Like, you know what I mean? Like a comedy out of
Mm,
Hidden Figures. Like, here's this
Yeah,
that's behind the marketing. I think what they're taking a real event and they're turning it into they're taking a real event, right? And they're
mhm.
making it a comedy, but it's still a
Yeah.
real event where real things
They're
happen.
making it a parody of.
Yes, because it's not
Mhm.
about. In my opinion, what I think is going to happen is that there's going to be a real moon landing, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
as a backup, they're going to quickly try to sneak in a fake one. And in real life, just so you guys know, NASA did hire Stanley Kubrick. That's a real
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
They paid him in lenses, which is why he could shoot Barry Hilton with all those wide shots because he had NASA film lenses.
Mm,
So technically, these things are real. The behind the scenes stuff that they were trying to prep. So that
mm.
part. So what I think what they're doing is they're kind of doing. If you guys watch The Death of Stalin,
no,
No.
fantastic movie, dude. They basically, when a dictator dies, right? There's of course a vacuum, which normally
Yeah.
leads to death and horror, right? So obviously
Hmm.
after Stalin dies, he's been the big boss for so long. Now they need to replace him, otherwise the Russian
Hmm.
Empire is going to fall apart. And instead of doing this intensely dark warring of figureheads, right? They make a British comedy out of it. Actually, it's hilarious. It's real things, real events that happened, but it's being played as a comedy. It's fun. It's a masterpiece, dude. You guys,
Yeah.
I'll put it on my
Mm.
list. But yeah,
Okay.
I feel like that's what they kind of doing here. If that makes any
no,
sense.
Uh,
I feel you. I feel you on that because
Yeah.
like yeah, I know about NASA and I know about this and like yeah, they are playing up the comedy aspect
Yes.
of especially in the trailer. Maybe there's more dramatic elements throughout the movie, but
Yes.
like in the trailer, like they
yeah.
even have that one shot where Channing Tatum's character is talking to the guy who's supposed to be playing him, and the guy's like, "Is
Yeah.
that good?" And he's like, "What?" So
Yes. Yes. I saw
yeah,
that.
I mean,
Because
that did get
Yeah.
a chuckle out of me. So I was like, yeah, I can see this.
Even there's
No,
even a
sorry.
moment where Scarlett is like, we should have gotten Kubrick. So
yes.
going back to what Rob was saying, but
Yeah.
also I just want to mention quickly that this is directed by Greg Berlanti. Greg
Yes.
Berlanti, I think, is one of the guys that has been pushing the Arrowverse, if I'm not mistaken. Like he's been involved in DC stuff, if I remember correctly, especially like live action films, live action series, and all of that.
Uh,
So I didn't know he was a director, like a
If
film
he
director.
if he did Arrow, then I think this looks better than Arrow.
Way
definitely.
better. I mean, bigger budget, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, but I mean, also just the writing in Arrow was no good to me.
100%. But I don't think he wrote this one. I think he just directed it. Let me just double check quickly. So,
oof. My faith in him has dropped a little bit.
yeah, what?
My faith in
Your
him.
faith in him.
I'll,
So yeah, he is known for Dawson's Creek, Brothers and Sisters, Everwood, Riverdale, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Titans, Doom Patrol,
mm.
the Arrow,
Titans. Yeah.
the Arrowverse, as I've said before. Okay. Another
Look,
fact
I
here. It
haven't
says that.
watched Titans, but like from the stuff I've seen, it's just been like this was no
Uh,
good.
Okay, it's not utter garbage, but I agree it's not good. I didn't even I got one episode of
No,
season.
it's too edgy. It was just so edgy. Like I saw like the opening with Robin where he's like killing the guys, and I was just like,
Batman, yeah.
and then I
yeah.
heard Batman is like shopping for orphans, and I'm just like, well, who's writing this?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is very edgy.
It seems like he was also behind Superman and Lois. So I guess maybe he has misses and hits.
No,
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 I
no.
So
guess so, because people liked you. I guess Supergirl did not do great, from what I hear.
uh-huh.
He's gonna write Booster Gold.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Oh, was he also involved in Atlas? Because I know that this one came out recently, but I think it was a flop.
I
So
Yes,
think what
yeah,
this
that one it bombed on Netflix pretty
he
badly.
is the king of CW by the looks of it. This man is the king of generic
yeah,
CW
yeah.
Yeah.
stuff.
But
Which
also this, you guys, did you guys see this trailer? The red,
Uh,
white, and royal blue. I just didn't watch the movie, but I am familiar with this.
nope.
Oh, okay.
Arrow. People said season one was the best. I did not like it. So.
No, season one was
Oh, the
okay.
Flash. Is he on the
Uh,
Flash?
he's got an executive producer credit for up to 100
Okay.
episodes.
all right.
So
But
Okay.
he seems to be more involved with DC than than anybody. That's where I know him from. The name
Superman
anyway.
and Lois, yeah,
Yep.
it's a lot of that mid-level stuff. So I think this movie is him trying to approach the big boys, and I don't think the big boys
Mhm.
are going to get excited for him.
I mean, he's considered to be one of the most influential people of all time. One of the 100 most influential people of all time.
Yeah,
So
to a certain
Because
level.
of what the CLW? Because of the CW?
no, I think some of the stuff that I've mentioned already. Just give me a second.
Yeah, let me look at some of the, I'm gonna read out some of the producer credits he's got here. And these are massive credits. He's got Atlas,
Uh-huh.
Girls on the Bus, All American, Dead Boy Detectives, Found, Rivendell, that red, white, and thing that
Yep.
you mentioned, Superpower, the DC story, Superman and Lois, Gotham Knights, Rock
Wait, which
Heights,
Gotham Knights? The movie or?
the terrible TV series.
Oh,
Yeah, The Flash, Titans, All American, Homecoming, and then the best one is obviously you. He was involved in Kung Fu, which I hated.
Batwoman.
Struggle,
Ooh.
the TV series, not Warrior, which is the good one, but anyway, yeah.
Batwoman.
Involved in Batwoman, Legends of
Mm.
Tomorrow, Supergirl,
Mm-hmm.
Black
Black
Lightning.
Lightning. Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is all.
Black Lightning. Black Lightning was good for like 3 seasons, and then season 4 they just stopped caring, I guess.
This is all stuff that's. This is stuff that's not gonna rock your world forever. Do you know what I mean?
That is true. So basically, what you're saying that this stuff doesn't age well.
Or rather, let me just say, there's a like. Even like this, you
There's
trust
a particular style to it, and
right?
it's like there's a particular delivery, and it's just like it's not.
Yes, it doesn't
Mm,
reach the levels of David Fincher, the levels of. Do you know what I mean?
I get you. Yeah.
To me, he's like
So funny enough, this is the budget.
Jesus Christ.
100 million.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it looks good.
It does.
I thought actually they had a like maybe like 200-300 million, not 100.
Nah, it would never be 300 million. Hollywood is not.
I think what they're gonna do is I think you're just gonna get one shot of the rocket, and they're just gonna depend on the actors to sell the rest of the movie.
Oh,
I
no.
think most of the VFX budget is going to like one shot of the rocket and like maybe one shot of the moon or something, and then everything is
But
gonna
isn't
be
that like a shot
digital.
with Channing Tatum like flying an airplane or something?
In the trailer, that you see the rockets, so I'm assuming that's what we're gonna see.
But I'm
Mm,
saying like they're not gonna have a lot of. I mean, this movie doesn't need a lot of set pieces. It
yeah.
needs a lot of like character. Like that's
It's
the thing
gotta
that
be,
has to sell it.
I agree. It's a character.
Ah,
I agree.
right.
It's gonna
Okay.
be about people. So I think this movie will be interesting, but I
Mhm.
don't think it'll be great.
I think
I
it'll
get
make its budget back
you.
though.
Um,
Will it make more? Will it
I
double
I
the
think it's
numbers?
gonna make it. I think it'll be just under its budget, and then they'll sell themselves to Netflix and then beat their budget. That's what I think's gonna happen. I think 100 million to make. They'll make maybe, if you include marketing and all that stuff, then they'll make about 80 million in profit, not just total revenue.
Oh,
And
right.
sell it to
I forgot.
Netflix for like 30 million, and then they'll make their money.
Wait, do you double for marketing? Because whenever I check that stuff out, I like double for marketing. So I'm
Double
like, if I'm
generally, yeah.
oh, okay. Oh, so they gotta
I
beat.
just
Basically, they gotta.
I still don't get.
Basically, they gotta retain 300. They gotta get 300 million
Which they're
in
not
terms
gonna
of
get.
the.
They're not gonna get that.
Damn. I still don't get how this marketing thing works because for me it just always sounds like marketing doesn't get its money back.
No,
But
I mean like because if we look at, if you look at like, because you have to look at billboards, you have to look at all of that stuff and everything, and
yeah,
TV spots and all of that stuff where they're paying multiple like sources. That's why you usually double for marketing. But like when you or what's this when you what's a good example?
Eddie Murphy right now is strangling me on TikTok, bro. I can't breathe without getting Eddie Murphy and
oh,
that's
Alex,
yeah,
that
yeah,
XLF.
XLF,
XLF. Just
yeah,
now,
Yeah.
Beverly Hills.
every 3 scrolls, there's Eddie Murphy again. So that's what I'm. That's
So
what I'm
Right.
talking about.
yeah.
Mm.
So I mean, like, yeah, if a movie costs 100 million and you double for marketing and it's about 200, and I don't know if like if theaters still like take cuts for
30%.
distribution.
Yes,
They
30%
take
ticket sales.
30% for ticket sales. So that's on top of the budget. That's on top of the budget and the marketing, right? So
Mm.
basically, like a movie like this, Fly Me to the Moon, would have to make about 350 to
Just to break
like
even.
technically, yeah.
And don't forget, investors, when they put their money in, they don't just expect their money back. They expect a profit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Even the actors. I mean, these type of contracts that like Downey Jr. started having with at the MCU, right? Where he
yeah,
starts saying, "Don't pay me a salary anymore. You just will just give me from the residual." No, no. Like it's time the movie makes a certain amount, like breaks a certain amount or something. You guys can start paying me then, something like that.
exactly. And
So
then
that's crazy.
because remember, Scarlett Johansson has her own marketing, her own industry, her own company. So maybe it's under her.
Production company.
Yes.
Mm.
So that might save them some money as well. They make a deal with each other, and then that's how you get Scarlett. You know.
Yeah,
And
but I'm
she's
seeing
she's
what
a
Rob
box
is
office
saying.
draw. Like I think she's
Yeah.
number 1 or number 2 now of the highest grossing film actor or actress.
Because I feel like she's overtaken. What's her face? Jennifer Lawrence. I feel like Jennifer
Oh
Lawrence.
no, big
No,
time.
she over did a long time ago.
That's the MCU effect. Like everybody
Yeah,
knows Scarlett
no, that's
Johansson
true.
now, so they're all just
100%.
gonna run to her movies because they're gonna be like, "What's Black Widow doing in this?" So
I
Possibly.
think the only non-MCU actor that's really up there is The Rock, but everybody else
no, but
is.
he's not been a box office draw for a very long time
The
because
Rock's
Black
legacy.
Adam did not do what it needed to do. He
So
didn't
so
change the hierarchy.
what I mean is like if we were to look at the list now, let's say like top 10, he's probably still on the top 10, but I'm sure like probably like half, if not like maybe like 70% is MCU actors.
Uh,
Probably.
I feel like Chris Evans has fallen off dramatically. Like all the stuff he does
Yeah.
right now is low budget. Do you know what I mean?
It's horrible. Yeah.
No, I think, but also he's doing that intentionally. I think he's like avoiding blockbusters because of the MCU.
Yeah, I
You
think
think
he's
so?
the Gray Man. I feel like he was trying to make some money with that one because that's a franchise. That's not just a movie. It's based on a series of
But he was
novels.
playing like the villain, wasn't he?
Yes, yes, he was.
So it
Okay,
didn't
I
look
just
like
want
he
to show
was
you
trying to
guys.
stay in like be on something for long if he's
I
playing
just
like the
want to
villain.
show you guys the list quickly. So number
Oh,
1 is Robert Downey.
makes
2 is
sense.
Scarlett Johansson. 3 is Samuel L. 4 is Zoe Saldana. 5 is Chris Pratt. 6 is Vin Diesel. 7 is Chris Hemsworth. 8
Okay,
is Tom
makes
Cruise.
sense.
9 is Chris Evans. And 10 is Bradley Cooper.
Tom
So
Cruise
apart
is the
from
only MCU guy that was the only non-MCU actor there.
yeah, basically.
But for Zoe, it's Avatar. The only reason she's there is because of Avatar money. I
Oh,
feel
I
like,
Oh,
mean,
but also
also
Guardians of the
Guardians.
Galaxy
Guardians did
but
great.
and
no one knows
Endgame.
Guardians. Zoe.
Yeah. True. But I mean, does
Yeah.
anybody look at Avatar and go, Zoe? Because like she's wearing a blue skin.
No, not even.
The first one maybe, but not anymore. The second one I heard, she's a lot smaller. I heard they cut her character like in half almost.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, look, for me, the first one was weird, so I really don't care about the Avatar universe. I was just like,
Okay.
why is this Pocahontas thing with the,
Hey, dog, sometimes when you're a good director, it doesn't mean you're a good writer. Zack Snyder.
That's true. So we are thinking that this is going to make at least 350 million.
No, that's what
no, that's what it needs to make.
At most.
Oh, okay. But
I
so
say
how much do you
180 because of Scarlet, but yeah, I say 180.
So between 120 to 180, somewhere there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just a social media man, so I'm not a critic.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know either. Like, I would say maybe 200 million max, but that's pushing it. But we'll see.
Wait, are you writing this down?
I'm not writing it down. I think what I need to do, man, is I need to like just chop them up and just
you'll never
do like
I'll write it down. Give me a second.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's something we don't do. Like, cause now what? A Quiet Place is out now, but all our guesstimates. Were we right?
We don't remember. Yeah, you're right.
Were we right? We're wrong. My fancy notebook.
Okay, so Lily, we said it's gonna make between
5 to 10.
5 to 10, né? 5 to 10 million.
Yeah,
all right, and then Fly Me to the Moon, we said it's gonna make between 108 to 200. No, 180.
120 to
120 to
200. Yeah, somewhere there.
All right.
So 180, 120 to 180, yeah.
Okay. You'll let me know if you're done.
Yeah, you can carry on.